I'm out here quite literally drinking tea. Actually, I made this cup. It's called kiriko. It's like glass cutting. It's a kind of Tokyo tradition. Kind of looked like I was drinking whiskey. Maybe I am. Just kidding. What's up, internet people? I'm really excited to make this video right now because I really, to be honest, never thought that I would ever find something else that would give me as much the urge to buy as BTS and BT21. So these two giant bags are from the Mugiwara store. In Japan, they have this stamp culture. So every train station you go to, you can get stamped when you go to shrines and stuff, and you can put that in what's called a goshuin. So I'm gonna quickly show you this. I bought this in Tokyo at Seikaido, which is like an art store. This is a goshuin. So I was gonna show you this is like a one-piece stamp of Zoro and Luffy from the Shonen Jump store, but every one-piece store also has a different stamp. So you can go to all the one-piece stores, all of the Shonen Jump stores, and get a different stamp. This was for the 10th anniversary. In fact, it's not for sale. That's another thing I'll get into. But this is this little bag that I got when I was there for the 10th anniversary. This whole not for sale thing, that's kind of why I have this like urge to buy things, because a lot of times they either have limited edition things or just things that aren't for sale. So for example, when you go to a convenience store here, sometimes you'll see stuff. There's so much BT21 stuff like this, but you need to enter like a lottery in order to win the thing. So like there will be a bunch of plushies or something, but you can't just go in and buy the plushie. Even if you were like, hey, I'll give you $100 for that. They're like, no, you have to buy this ticket for $5 and then like it has to be a surprise which one you get. I guess it's neither good nor bad because you could win. It's just like gambling. It's just their kind of version of gambling, which I think is so interesting because in America, if someone was like, hey, I'll pay you $100 for this, like of course people would be like, take it. But they're so kind of by the rules here, even though it's like a gambling rule. Very, very quickly, I'm gonna show you this. It is the Thousand Sunny in like a cute little inflatable drink thing. And last summer, the One Piece Red film came out, and this was one of the things you could get at the movie theater with your drinks. So that's where I got this from. So again, this is like a collector's item. Next, these are also other bags that I believe I got for the 10th anniversary. So these are also collector's items. I think they were literally signed by Oda, but I'm not sure if it was actually signed by him or they copied it. But that's pretty cool. I have two of those. At the Mugiwara store, you can get these point cards. Basically, the rules are you go for the first time and you get this Luffy one. It's number 1. There's 10 spots in the back to get little stamps with, and you fill up the stamps. Once you've filled it up, you get a little wanted postcard. That's the Luffy one, right? So then number 2 is Zoro. Once you fill up his card, here, Zoro's one, right? So, and then now I'm on number 3, which is Nami. So then when I finish hers, which I only have 2 for her right now, then I'll get hers. And then I guess it goes in order, and then you can eventually collect them all. Why I was kind of frustrated is because I already had this almost full, but then they couldn't give me Zoro. They were like, no, you have to start at number 1. So next time, like if I forget this card, I have to start again at Luffy, which means that I would be getting the same ones over and over. So basically I can never forget this card. So I'm gonna just bring Nami with me everywhere from now on. Yeah, basically now I have 2 Luffys and Zoro. I also got these postcards, birthday postcards, and I have no idea why I got them. I think I got them for every 1,000 I spent, because I spent 6,000 this first time I went there. And honestly, I would like the other ones, but I have not seen them really since then. And these also say not for sale, so I'm like, how did I even get these? It's the mysteries of living in Japan. These 2 patches I actually bought online. They're not from the Mugiwara store, but this is Mary with Luffy and then the Thousand Sunny. So I'm gonna definitely make a cute outfit with this. Next up, I have this hand towel that I actually got from Daiso, which is like the dollar store here. So it is chopper. This is also kind of to introduce you to Japanese culture. They call these handkerchiefs. This one is called a hand towel, but in the West, what we call a handkerchief is more like what they would call a scarf, and they use the handkerchiefs for drying their hands, drying their sweat in the summer. So everyone carries one of these around. Yeah, that's really cute. Then I also have a Nami one. So this is just many faces of Nami. The texture of this is a little bit different than this one. This one feels more like microfiber, and this one is a little bit bigger. But to give you kind of a comparison, if you come to Japan, this was from Daiso. Daiso, generally everything is 100 yen. This was 100 yen plus tax, so 108 yen, which in US dollars that's like 70 cents, 80 cents. And then this I think was probably 700, 800 yen, so maybe like $5. Honestly, Daiso and Don Quixote, if you can find merch of the kind you're looking for, it's often cheaper than buying it at the main store, I guess, if you know what I mean, like the Mugiwara store. But to contrast it to America or other kind of Western countries that are a little more capitalistic, I feel like sometimes for competition, they would be bumping the prices up in other countries to make it more competitive. But here, pretty much across the board, if you see something for that price, it's pretty much that price everywhere. Like, they're not really fighting for competition in that same way for products, at least. So to go back to what I was saying about the lotteries in the convenience stores, so oftentimes when you want something, you can't just be getting that. It's just like a surprise. You gotta get the surprise thing and just risk it and see what you get. So in this case, I got these, they're called Yuruto One Piece, and they're these cute little sleeping, I guess like clips of some kind. To be honest, when I do gacha and stuff, I usually only do them if I am happy with getting anyone, because if you wouldn't be happy getting some of them, then it's kind of like a lose-lose, because the chances of getting something is kind of slim. And there's so many different types of surprise things like this that you can get. Keychains, badges. It's also a very badge and keychain heavy country. I feel like in America we accessorize with our clothes more, but ooh, I got Frankie and Choppa. That's so cute. Wait, I think I just realized if I buy them all, I can link them to each other. That's so cute. Which means this is how they steal your money. Oh my god, yeah, you can link them together. That's adorable. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like we accessorize with clothes, I feel like in the West, but here they're kind of strict about, especially for like office workers and stuff, everyone wears a suit. So in order to kind of like have expression, I feel like people put keychains and badges on their stuff. Usopp and Choppa! That's super kawaii. Yo, that is adorable. What the heck? That's so cute. And this is how I lose all my money. I got Usopp and Mary earrings. And actually there were other earrings that I saw, but I like the dangly kinds. Dangly ones are kind of more rare. They have the studs a lot more frequently. And recently when I went, they had devil fruit ones, which is so cute. I love the devil fruit stuff. So easily my favorite earrings. So that's little baby Usopp as Mary. I hope you can see that. I got this sticker pack as well. This was 990 yen. Yeah, this is from Wano Kuni. So in terms of my obsession with One Piece, I'm very obsessed, and it hasn't even, I'm not even done. Oh, Usopp! Zoro. So yeah, 4 of them, very cute. I think I'm gonna put them on my laptop maybe, so we'll see. So these are not from the Mugiwara store. I forgot about these. This was like the original packaging. I had one in the Dum Dum no Mi, and then Flare in English, but I forget in Japanese. But basically there's candy inside. Can you see that? Yeah, I'm gonna eat one. But these are so cute. At the Mugiwara store, they have these same designs as mugs. These are plastic, so I felt like less breakable, and I can use them for like jewelry. Which brings me to my last set of things. They are these plushies. The first one is obviously Luffy. Basically when I went to the store, the Mugiwara store one time. There was a bunch of them, so I had no idea. This was before I knew kind of like Japan's marketing thing. I didn't know that things would be limited edition, so I thought that they would always be there. These are about 2,400 yen, which is like 20 US dollars. So the first time I went, I bought Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro, I think, but I just assumed they would always be there. And I was like, okay, I can buy more of them later when I have more money. So I'm not just spending like however much money. This is my Zoro. See how like this Luffy is full color? Okay, so basically they have them all in full color, or there's a set of 3. Zoro is green, Sanji is yellow, and Luffy is red. So if I wanted to get all of them, I would have to get 2 Luffys, 2 Sanjis, 2 Zoros. But I decided to get the green Zoro because for some reason I thought the full color Zoro wasn't as cute. I just think his mouth isn't as cute. They kind of did him dirty. Like, Luffy is so much cuter, right? So honestly, I was like, I don't even want Zoro, but I didn't want Luffy to not have Zoro. So I was like, oh, I gotta get Zoro. And then I got the yellow Sanji as well, because I guess that's what was available at the time. That Sanji I have now sent back to America. So I have a new Sanji, this Sanji. So the other Sanji's face was just like a normal smiling face. That's 3 of them. So yeah, basically I bought these 3, and then every time I've gone back to the store, there weren't any left. So I just always thought that they were sold out. And then I was really sad because I was like, there were so many other ones that I wanted to buy. In fact, if I had known that they would sell out, I would have bought all of them at that time and then just made more money later. But recently I went to Tokyo and I took the night bus, and on the night bus they have like pit stops. So there was a giant one-piece gacha. They had the plushies, so I was like, I'm gonna just risk it. And they had Sabo, Ace, and Trafalgar Law. So on the way to Tokyo, I got one, which was Ace, but I vlogged my trip to Tokyo, so you can see Ace is with me that whole time. So then on the way back to Osaka, I got Sabo. So Sabo is new. But yeah, look at my little baby Sabo. And then I was kind of like, oh, well now I really want Trafalgar because he was like the last one that I know of that I didn't get. I mean, technically, like a full color Zoro, technically now that I know they're limited edition, I'm like, I would hunt for all of them, but that's kind of like my ploy right now is to hunt for them. But I ended up going to the Mugiwara store just to check out, see if they had anything, and they did have Law, but they don't have the full color version. They have this like all gray one. So now he's joining the group of like Zoro and Sanji, of them just being all one color. So there is a full color one somewhere, but I didn't want to risk it because I didn't know if he would sell out. But look how cute he is. Yeah, basically that concludes today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to this point, I would love if you left a comment below. We could connect, talk about One Piece. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, nighttime, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!